This marker here illustrates the origins of Big Stone Gap. This was the site of the Gilley family farm settled by John and Mary Barger Gilley about 1790. The family cemetery was located just south at the end of the Graveyard Alley, named Embolden after Confederate Brigadier General John D. Embolden when it was laid out on the parts of the Gilley, Horton, and Flannery farms. The town was incorporated on April 7th, 1882 as Mineral City. Its name was changed to Big Stone Gap on February 23rd, 1888, when the town boundaries were enlarged. Soon as several railroads converged here, the town grew due to the importance of the iron and coal mining industries. Big Stone Gap. Let's go. P9 here again with another video, and I'm back at it again, and I am now in the town called Big Stone Gap, located in Wise County, Virginia. Big Stone Gap is a town that was created around the coal industry in its early development, and it is now a town in Southwest Virginia with a population of 5,524 residents. And I'm over here on the main drag downtown. And this is the Big Stone Gap Municipal Complex right over here. And right across the street is a Good Times Pizza and Pub restaurant. Again, there goes those Appalachian mountains that you see in the background. Now, Big Stone Gap was actually established back in 1856. And when it was originally established, it was formerly known as the Mineral City and also Three Forks before officially taking its official name of Big Stone Gap in 1888. And this building right here is the Big Stone Gap Visitor Center. It's a pretty nice little building over here. And also across the street, they have a pottery shop in a building that was built in 1908. Homestyle country cooking restaurant across the street. Okay. Kirkland's is the name of this restaurant. I think this is a restaurant right here. Red Flower Chinese restaurant. And this building right here is called the C. Bascom Slimp Federal Building. I'm over here on Wood Avenue, at the corner of Wood Avenue and East 4th Street. Go ahead and cross over here. So thrift store right here. The shop around the corner. Thrift store. Okay. And this building right here is a cafe and creamery called the 404 Cafe and Creamery. Pretty nice place to be, especially during this time while it's cold. And there goes the Big Stone Gap Fire Department station. They even have a drugstore across the street. It's a drugstore, but it's shaped kind of like a bank, but it's actually an economy drugstore. So I'm walking down Shawnee Avenue, getting ready to bust this right on 5th Street. Just wanted to get this mural right here. Old school mural of the Coca-Cola. Big Stone Gap is a really nice looking town. Looks like the sun is trying to come out up there. I can only imagine how this place is in the summertime. We got a nice little coffee shop over here. You also have a brick oven restaurant called Moondog across the street. Across the street, there's a Food City grocery store. Pretty nice little community. It's a nice home right here. So not far from Big Stone Gap are these towns called Norton and Wise. So they also encompass one of the many small towns in Southwest Virginia, which is really Southwest Virginia is predominantly like rural towns. You know, you don't really get into the big metro areas until you get like kind of in the center of the state, center and the eastern portion of the state. Northern part too, you know. Those are all like the major like urban areas. Like Richmond is like center of Virginia. Eastern Virginia is more like the Norfolk, Newport News, Virginia Beach area. And Northern Virginia are like the suburban areas of Washington, D.C. that are located in Virginia. But yeah, I'm right over here in Southwest Virginia, where all the rural areas are, mostly rural areas. So here goes a river right here. It's really nice. This right here is the Barbara Poly Theater. Now inside, I don't know if you can see it from over here, but there's like an amphitheater and a major stage over there. So lots of seats. It looks like right now it's out of season, so, but this is where a lot of the outdoor, this is an outdoor theater. It's called the Barbara Poly Theater. So when it warms up a lot more, possibly in the spring and the summertime, I'm sure it'll be back open again. But right here is the June Tolliver House. It's a very historic building right here in Big Stone Gap. Now this is a building that was built in 1890 in a 3-bay Queen Anne style brick dwelling. So this building was built in 1890. It is now open as a museum. It's closed now as in operating hours, but generally it's open Wednesday through Saturdays and April through December. So it's out of season. It's March now, so they're not going to open up for another month. But this is what the building is like right here, June Tolliver House. And it was named after June Tolliver, who was a heroine of John Fox's Jr.'s story called The Trail of the Lonesome Pine, which is a romance novel that came out in 1908. So that's basically the history behind how that name came about for that particular museum. And this is this building right here is called the Barbara Polley Center for the Arts. So a lot of really historical buildings in this area over here in Big Stone Gap. Back here on Wood Avenue, getting ready to walk into Miners Park. And right here it says Monte Vista Hotel. So I wonder if this was the site of a hotel at one point in time. But let me check out the park grounds right over here. Now, this over here is a statue which looked like it was erected in 1977. As you can see right here, here is the marker, which this statue that I'm about to look at was dedicated to the coal miners of America, erected by the Zeta Omega chapter, Beta Sigma Phi. And I guess these are all the individuals who were associated with the building of this statue on September 5th, 1977. But here's the statue right here, up close. Now, this statue is titled Coal Miner. This illustrates the coal mining history that was very rampant in Virginia, particularly in this town of Big Stone Gap. And this statue was erected by Marvin Lane Tadlock between 1976 and 1977. Again, that name is Marvin Lane Tadlock, as you can see right here. Really dope sculpture. Looks like that's him right there, or that's the coal miner right there holding the pickaxe, as you can see. And also over here, this looks like a little area where you can, where people gather perhaps to perform shows, maybe concerts and things of that nature. It's a nice little stage over here, and has the words in the background. It has love in the background, which is what everybody needs to help the world go around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is dope. This is a really dope little park right here in downtown Big Stone Gap on Wood Avenue. I'm here at the Southwest Virginia Museum State Historical Park. So yeah, this is the Southwest Virginia Museum Park right here in Big Stone Gap. And the Southwest Virginia Museum is a museum that's located in a mansion built by lawyer and industrialist Rufus Ayers, Virginia Attorney General in the 1880s. Janie Slimp Newman and her brother C. Bascom Slimp, a former U.S. Congressman and private secretary to President Calvin Coolidge, assembled the initial collection of artifacts on display. Slimp bequeathed the collection to the Commonwealth of Virginia in 1946, and the Southwest Virginia Museum opened to the public in 1948. The museum chronicles the development of Southwest Virginia and presents a picture of life in the past. So yes, that's pretty cool for Slimp to bequeath those artifacts and historical trinkets so that history buffs such as myself could take a look at them. And this is part of the Crooked Road, Virginia's Heritage Music Trail. So check this out. This is the mansion right here, where the museum is located, and this actually houses the aforementioned artifacts right over here. $5 admission, not bad. Open every day of the week with the exception of Mondays. That's pretty cool. Want to get over here. Check out this side of the mountain. There goes these binoculars where you can look at the mountains, get a real good look at the mountains up close. It's pretty cool. Just want to come over here and get this railroad car. And also get this nice view over here. And down over there is this park that's called Bullitt Park. Bullitt Park, which is spelled B-U-L-L-I-T-T. And you could also see what looks like the baseball or soccer field, one of them. Look, well, yeah, it's really more or less, it looks like a track. Actually, it's a track. It's a track as opposed to a baseball field. But it's called Phil Robbins Field, which is on the grounds of Bullitt Park. And you can also see like what looks like a little log cabin house right over there. And a residential neighborhood. Pretty cool view up here of the mountains and everything like that. Also a nice sculpture of the butterflies. And there's another one of these historical railroad car one of these historical railroad car artifacts, if you will. So being that this is a mountain town, I can imagine that railroads traveling through here will travel on some very steep grades. So really nice little area over here in Southwest Virginia, Big Stone Gap. And with that in mind, this will conclude the vlog. There's more to come, so stay tuned. But this will conclude the Big Stone Gap version of the vlog. And if you made it this far, make sure you hit that like button. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell. That way you get notified each and every time I drop a new vlog. And with that in mind, good people, take care, and more vlogs coming. Peace.